And welcome back, Pokemon trainers and fans. This is your host, Professor Pine, bringing you another installment of the Pokemon Fight Club. Let's get right into the action. 12 battles for you in this episode, plus 12 more later on. And again, starting next week, we're going to be doing one video a day, so each round will be 2 weeks total to get through. So here we go. Our first matchup is going to feature Kingler, the evolved form of Krabby, pure water type with Crabhammer, Vice Grip, Guillotine, and Leer. And its opponent will be Teddiursa, pure normal type featuring Slash, Feint Attack, Earthquake, and Attract. Pokemon are ready. Let's head back to the battlefield. So for those of you that tuned in, hello Meowth. For those of you that tuned in to the special edition battle, I hope you enjoyed that. Thankfully wasn't too bad. It did still take 15 minutes, so it definitely merited being its own episode. But it wasn't too bad, and it's kind of interesting to see just how much different that that battle could have gone if it wasn't for the critical hits. So here we go, turn number one. Kingler's going to go right for a Guillotine, and that's going to miss. Teddiursa still standing strong, or sitting. Here comes a Slash from Teddiursa. A critical hit brings Kingler down to 141. So already Kingler in a little bit of trouble, missing the Guillotine on the first turn. Kingler going for another Guillotine. And it's another miss. So Kingler's behind the 8-ball here. Here comes another Slash from Teddiursa. That's going to hit, and Kingler's down to 73 health. Sorry, Meowth, you got to go. So Kingler needs something to give here. It's not looking good for the little guy, or the big guy, I should say. Here comes a Crabhammer. A critical hit from the Crabhammer brings Teddiursa down to 119. Here comes the Slash from Teddiursa, and Kingler hangs on with 3. Meowth is just being a pain in the butt tonight. So Kingler with a chance here. Teddiursa got Kingler against the ropes. Let's see how this one plays out. Kingler with the Crabhammer. That's going to hit, and Teddiursa hangs on with 33. Here comes the Slash from Teddiursa. This should do it. A critical hit, not really necessary, but Kingler goes down. Teddiursa is your winner, much in thanks to Kingler missing 2 Guillotines. So Teddiursa, your winner in the first battle. So we'll be right back with the next one. Next up, we've got Jynx, the Ice Psychic type, featuring Ice Punch, Confusion, Lick, and Mean Look. And its opponent will be Marowak, a pure ground type, featuring Bone Rush, Thrash, Thunder Punch, and Focus Energy. The Pokemon are ready. Let's head back to the battlefield. So this is the last round for the Challenge Cup. For the next round, we will go for the Prime Cup. And after that, we'll start moving our way through the Gym Leader Castle, I believe. So we'll get to each of the different gyms. So here we go, turn number 1. Let's see how this one goes. Jynx with a little bit of an advantage with Ice over Ground. Ice Punch, that's going to be super effective. Marowak down to 67 health right off the bat. Here comes a Bone Rush. Once, twice, 3 times. Jynx down to 126. So heavy damage in the very first turn. We'll see if maybe Marowak can cause Jynx to miss here. Here comes Ice Punch. Super effective. That's going to hit. Marowak goes down on turn 2 to Ice Punch. So Jynx with the advantage takes the win and moves up to 4-1. So congratulations to Jynx. So with that, we'll be right back with the next battle. Next up, we've got Pupitar, the evolved form of Larvitar, Rock Ground type, featuring Rock Slide, Dig, Hyper Beam, and Screech. And its opponent will be Primeape, a pure fighting type, featuring Cross Chop, Thrash, Curse, and Focus Energy. The Pokemon are ready. Let's head back to the battlefield. So a little bit of exciting news, just letting you guys into a little peek of my personal life. I will be picking up some part-time work here in the fall doing public address announcing for the local high school. So I thought that was kind of exciting. I enjoy doing that. I mostly do hockey, but I do all sports really. So They're looking more for varsity football, so that'll be fun. All right, so here we go. Turn number 1, Primeape, starting off with Cross Chop. That's going to be super effective. And it's a one-hit KO for Primeape. Pupitar goes down on turn 1 and not a chance to rebuttal. Primeape, your instant winner right off the bat. So great job there. So we're a quarter of the way through this one. We'll be right back. Next up, we've got Donphan, the evolved form of Phanpy. Pure ground type with Earthquake, Rapid Spin, Sandstorm, and Growl. And its opponent will be Tentacruel, the evolved form of Tentacruel, water poison type featuring Bubble Beam, Sludge Bomb, Wrap, and Barrier. The Pokemon are ready, let's head back to the battlefield. So yeah, I'll be doing part-time public address announcing for the local high school covering freshmen through varsity. So I'm really looking forward to it. And plus they're going to pay a little bit on the side. I'm like, okay, normally when I do this, I just get a voucher for a free Gatorade, but if you're going to throw 20 bucks a game at me, or however much they want to give, great. So, alright, so turn number 1. Here we go. It's going to be interesting to see who gets the priority here, and it's going to be Tentacruel, both with weaknesses, so let's see how this one goes. Bubble Beam. That's going to be super effective on Donphan. Hangs on with 142 health. Here comes an Earthquake. That'll be effective against Tentacruel's poison typing. So super effective. And it's a one-hit KO. Donphan with a huge upset. I would have picked Tentacruel to win that one. If it had a more powerful water-type attack, I would have went with Tentacruel. But Donphan gets the upset. He's your winner. We'll be right back. Several base-level Pokemon making a deep run here on the winning side of the bracket. Here's 2 of them. We have Shellder, pure water type with Surf, Ice Beam, Swift, and Supersonic. And its opponent will be Hoppip, the grass flying type, featuring Giga Drain, Headbutt, Leech Seed, and Sleep Powder. The Pokemon are ready. Let's head back to the battlefield. So Hoppip with the type advantage. Shelder's got Ice Beam, so that could play a factor into this one. But Giga Drain could easily take out Shellder on turn 1 or turn 2 if it lasts that long. So we'll see, and if Shelder's Ice Beam will do the trick, we'll just have to play it by ear. So the commands are being issued. Here we go, turn number 1. And Hoppip's going to get the priority. Here comes the Giga Drain. And that's going to be super effective. No, hangs on for 42 health. Shellder going for the Ice Beam here. And that's going to be a critical hit, super effective. Down goes the health, and Hoppip goes down. Shellder hangs on to win it with the upset of water over grass. So Shellder will be your winner. 2 great battles right out the get-go. So we'll be right back. Next up, we have Cubone, the pure ground type, featuring Bone Meringue, Headbutt, Icy Wind, and Focus Energy. And its opponent will be the legendary Raikou, a pure electric type with Spark, Quick Attack, Flash, and Roar. Pokemon are ready. Let's head back to the battlefield. Cubone with the type advantage in this one. We'll see if Raikou can outspeed the little Cubone and get the win that way. But I have a feeling one good Boomerang and Raikou will be down and out. So the Legendary's not really doing too hot in this one. Again, I do tally that up to poor movesets. So if they had optimal movesets, I bet they'd be further up in the standings. Alright, so Raikou will outspeed Cubone. Here comes a Flash, so that's going to mess with the accuracy a little bit. And down it goes. And Cubone is going to answer back with the Boomerang. One hit, super effective. Hit twice, and that brings Raikou down to 87 health on turn 1. So Raikou needing to be very careful here. Some critical hits will help out quite a bit. Here comes a Quick Attack. Since Spark's not going to do anything, this is the only physical attack it could use. Not much damage against Cubone. Here comes the Boomerang. Super effective, and that's going to take out Raikou. Cubone with a demanding win over the electric type. But the only attacking move it had was Quick Attack. So Cubone easily outclassed it. So That's the halfway mark of this episode. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We'll be right back. Next up, we have Little Magby. Pure Fire type with Flamethrower, Iron Tail, Confuse Ray, and Sunny Day. And its opponent will be Poliwhirl, Pure Water type, the evolved form of Poliwag, featuring Surf, Snore, Belly Drum, and Rest. The Pokemon ready, let's head back to the battlefield. So Poliwhirl with the advantage in this one with Water over Fire. We've seen Magby pull off some upsets before. Maybe he can do it again with Confuse Ray. But that Surf is going to be very powerful, even if it gets off the Sunny Day. So Magby might be in a little bit of trouble here. Magby lost the last round, I believe. It's been a little bit since we've seen him. So hopefully this isn't the beginning of a losing streak. So Poliwhirl's going to get the start. Here comes the Surf, and this could already be over. There's the hit. Super effective. Hangs on with 61. Here comes the Confuse Ray. So Poliwhirl's now confused. Magby has a chance to set up its offense here, but it's got to hope that Poliwhirl hits itself in confusion a couple of times before it can even consider that. Poliwhirl fighting the confusion. It's going to get off the Surf, and this will likely end it. And it will. So Poliwhirl with a shutout KO over Magby. No damage taken. Turn 2 knockout. I thought for sure Surf would have knocked it out on turn 1, but Magby was able to hang on. But it gets another one in the loss column. We'll be right back. Next up, we've got Feraligatr, the fully evolved form of Totodile. Pure Water type with Water Gun, Dig, Dynamic Punch, and Leer. Its opponent will be Delibird, an Ice Flying type featuring Present, Blizzard, Fly, and Double Team. The Pokemon ready, let's head back to the battlefield. This was kind of a toss-up for me. Water and Ice typically never mix, at least in these battles. But I probably lean more towards Feraligatr. So the Water Gun is one of horrible water move to begin with, especially for a fully evolved form to have. Dynamic Punch isn't going to do anything against the flying. Dig isn't going to do anything against flying. Yeah, that's really where it's stuck. So Delibird gets the priority. It's going to start with Blizzard. Not very effective. Almost 100 damage, though. Feraligatr going for the Water Gun. That'll hit. That'll bring Delibird down to 210. So not the most impressive start to this battle. So Delibird so far 1 for 1 on the Blizzard. Here comes another one. So going 2 for 2. And that's going to hit as well. Brings Feraligatr down to 188 health. And another Water Gun. That's going to hit and bring Delibird down to 156. So they're pretty much neck and neck in terms of damage. So it may just be who's going to miss first. So Delibird going for another Blizzard here. So far 2 for 2. Can it go 3 for 3? It will. Feraligatr's down to 123 health, so 200 damage done so far in 3 turns. Feraligatr's going to go for a Leer and lower Delibird's physical defense. So an interesting take there. Delibird still with 2 Blizzards. And here comes one of them, so it's going to go for 4 for 4. And that's going to hit, still not very effective, brings Feraligatr down to 51 health. Here comes another Water Gun. That's going to bring Delibird down to 101, so Feraligatr up against the ropes here. Delibird 4 for 4 on the Blizzard, so that's sitting pretty good. Delibird's going for 5 for 5. And that will hit and knock out Feraligatr. Delibird is your winner by knockout. Was a pretty close one. Feraligatr, I could see trying to do something with Leer, but Water Gun is a terrible move. Its moveset was horrible against Delibird, so no real surprise there. We'll be right back. Next up, we have Moltres, the legendary Cantonian bird of fire, fire flying, featuring Fire Blast, Sky Attack, Roar, and Endure. And its opponent will be Venusaur, the fully evolved form of Bulbasaur, Grass Poison type featuring Giga Drain, Tackle, Poison Powder, and Growl. The Pokemon are ready. Let's head back to the battlefield. Moltres with the big advantage in this one, fire and flying over grass. So we'll see if Venusaur has a way to hang on and maybe steal a victory away from Moltres. So and Moltres right now is the leader of the team birds. Zapdos recently went down. Articuno has a couple of losses on it. So Moltres is the only one with, I believe, one loss among the 3 legendary birds. So here we go, turn number 1. Fire Blast immediately from Moltres. This could already be over. Super effective! One-hit KO. Moltres will continue its winning ways. Congratulations to Team Valor. My wife's Team Valor, so I can say that. But Moltres is your winner. One-hit KO over Venusaur. No real response, or no chance for response. So Moltres, your winner. We will be right back. Next up, we have Machamp, the fully evolved form of Machamp, a pure fighting type with Submission, Fire Punch, Thunder Punch, and Scary Face. And its opponent will be Remoraid, the pure water type, featuring Surf, Ice Beam, Hyper Beam, and Lock On. The Pokemon are ready. Let's head back to the battlefield. So Machamp with the advantage in this one with the Thunder Punch. It'll be interesting to see if the Ice type moves from Remoraid will come into play here. Champ on the field. Here comes Remoraid. So yeah, I'm still excited about this fall. Hopefully everything with the virus calms down and they're able to safely play some football. Also, most likely be covering soccer and any other indoor sports as well. Alright, so Remoraid starting off with Ice Beam. And that's going to hit and bring Machamp down to 270. Machamp coming back with Thunder Punch. That's going to hit super effective, brings Remoraid down to 107, more than half of its health. So Machamp well in control of this one, pending a freeze on the Ice Beam. So here comes the Ice Beam from Remoraid. That's going to hit, and that's going to bring Machamp down to 195, so not quite at half. Here comes the Thunder Punch. Super effective, that's going to connect, and Remoraid goes down on KO on turn 2. So Machamp is your winner by knockout. So we've got 2 more battles left for you guys. These have been great tonight. So we'll be right back. Next up on the docket, we have Misdreavus, pure ghost type, the only pure ghost type in this game, featuring Shadow Ball, Thunder, Psywave, and Pain Split. And its opponent will be Parasect, a bug grass type, featuring Giga Drain, Slash, Fury Cutter, and Spore. The Pokemon are ready. Let's head back to the battlefield. So Slash isn't going to do anything against Misdreavus. I'm leaning towards Misdreavus in this one. The bug and grass type combination, kind of iffy. So we'll see how this one pans out. So the Pokemon are now on the field. Let's see how they do. So here we go, turn number 1. Misdreavus is going to get the priority with a Shadow Ball. That's going to hit and brings it down by 80 points. Parasect going for a Spore here. And Misdreavus is falling asleep, so some free shots here for Parasect. Psywave wouldn't do much against the bug typing. So Misdreavus fast asleep, so a free turn for Parasect. And here comes a Fury Cutter. Not very effective. Alright, so turn 3. Misdreavus still fast asleep. Another free turn for Parasect. And here comes a Giga Drain this turn. That's going to do a little bit more damage and replenish some of its health. So not necessarily sparks flying here. Misdreavus has an advantage with the Shadow Ball being as effective as it is. And Misdreavus is going to wake up this turn, and it's going to answer back with Shadow Ball. So that's going to hit and bring Parasect down to 160. Here comes a Giga Drain from Parasect. That's going to bring Misdreavus down to 166, replenish itself up to 188. So both Pokemon actually with the same starting hit points. So the percentages are right there for us. So Parasect in the lead right now. Here comes a Shadow Ball from Misdreavus. That's going to bring Parasect down to 103. Here comes another Giga Drain. So that's going to take Misdreavus' health down to 106, bring Parasect up to 133. So a little back and forth going here. However, that's going to end pretty soon. Only 2 more power points left for the Giga Drain. Here comes the Shadow Ball from Misdreavus. That's going to hit and bring Parasect down to 54 health. Parasect with the Giga Drain. And that's going to bring Misdreavus down to 50. So only up by 4, now up by 80, up to 82, leading by 32 points. So this should be the last turn. And it will be the last turn for Giga Drain. Here comes the Shadow Ball from Misdreavus. If this hits, this should knock it out. That'll hit, and Parasect hangs on with 5 health. Here comes the final Giga Drain. That's going to hit, and Parasect is your winner. I thought for sure Misdreavus was going to run away with this, but it fell due to sleeping through it. Probably would have won 1 turn sooner if it didn't use Fury Cutter. But there it is. So Parasect is your winner. We have 1 more battle to go. Don't go anywhere. And our final battle of this episode is going to feature Cloyster, the Water Ice type, in the evolved form of Shellder, with Clamp, Aurora Beam, Spike Cannon, and Withdraw. And its opponent will be Kangaskhan, the pure normal type, featuring Dizzy Punch, Bite, Surf, and Leer. The Pokemon are ready. Let's head back into the battlefield for this last battle of this episode. So some great battles in this episode. It's been really entertaining so far. So we'll see how this one's going to end. Really some great battles this whole week. And the Metapod Kakuna matchup, that was a standalone episode, that was actually not that bad to run. Especially thankful in that it was, it was just A, up C, A, up C, A, up C the entire time. So turn 1, Kangaskhan with a Dizzy Punch. That's going to connect, not for a whole lot of damage. Here comes an Aurora Beam from Cloyster. And that's going to hit for really not too much damage either. So neither Pokemon necessarily turning tables here in this first turn. So here comes Kangaskhan again with the priority with another Dizzy Punch. A critical hit, and Cloyster is now going to have to battle some confusion. And it's going to attack itself. So Cloyster, at the end of this turn, is down to 78 health. Kangaskhan in the lead with 291. So Kangaskhan quickly taking the control of this battle. Here comes a Dizzy Punch. That'll bring Cloyster down to 30, so if it hits itself, this is over. Here comes the confusion. It's going to hit itself, and it hangs on with 9, so I was wrong. But it's not looking good for Cloyster. So here comes, this is likely going to be the last turn. Here comes Kangaskhan with Bite. That's going to hit, and Cloyster goes down, in part to confusion. And Kangaskhan is your winner in this final battle of this episode. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you again so much for watching. Make sure to like the video, comment below who you're cheering for, what matchup did you really enjoy, and hit that subscribe button for more of Pokemon Fight Club. I'm your host, Professor Pine, and until next time, please be safe, and we'll see you in the next video.